now. Do you want a week off season dungeon portals? Nah, they always... I don't trust them to keep performance good. I decided to full send and download LVI with your UI pack. What do you put on the small 12 slots beneath your health bar? I have like pets here and other random bullshit that shouldn't really be there. But yeah, mostly I use it for swapping pets on the fly, Vilnak. I have consumables on this bar down here, personally. What belt are you planning on going? What belt am I planning on going? I mean, I'll just use whatever belt seems the best. Did you craft cloak? I didn't craft cloak. What's happening? The stat price for both specs seems relatively similar. I mean, in that they both like crit, yes, but MM does not like haste. Crafting cloak would be almost like... Yeah, almost universally a bad idea. At this point, that is. Jim Night Show, thank you so much for the sub. Going pretty well. Yeah. Basically, the logic here is I don't really care about pushing much, but I really hate like just doing 10s for my weekly, so I'm getting a bit of IO while getting my weeklies done. I guess I should update my title. How was Vault? Did the God bless you? Not at all. What's your opinion about biz sims? They don't really, yeah, they don't really have any usefulness. Oh, it's pet school. What's the law here? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Get the music back on. What are we waiting for? Okay. Tank needed 5 minutes AFK, but it's been 8 minutes, so we'll see. Cinderbrew 13 should be extremely doable. I depleted one by like 4 seconds yesterday. Don't worry about it, Clockwork. It's all good. Anyways, why did you craft cloak? I didn't. I know that you know that I didn't, but, you know, lurkers may not. Don't craft cloak first. It's like a bad idea 90% of the time. How do you like BM and Raid? I mean, it's effective, but it's quite boring, and yeah, with low haste it doesn't feel great. How's MM looking in keys with 4 set? Better than BM for some. Overall, Hunter is not great in keys. Yeah, the screenshot you saw was in one of the keys where MM is better, but Blood Crazy. MM is really, really nice in Theater and Rookery. What keys are you farming at the moment? I don't care. I'm just farming, like, I don't need anything from Mythic Plus anymore. So I'm just getting my weeklies done and getting some IO in the process because that's more fun than just mindlessly doing 10s. You basically recommend going boots, belt, or wrist, depending on what pieces you already have. I recommend considering your own situation. Like, boots are generally iffy. I would have crafted belt if I didn't have a socketed hero track belt with great stats. Yeah, boots, belt, good candidates for early on. Endgame biz for DPS includes a cloak, but that's not gonna be relevant for a while. Wrists are biz, but they're a bad thing to upgrade first because they give less agility than boots and belt. Is weapon not worth waiting for? A second boss Mythic drops a weapon, so no. Well, I mean, you can choose to wait, and you know, if you get unlucky with boss drops from Mythic raiding, then yeah, that's fine. We still don't play precision detonation in any scenario, right? We do with 4-piece in Mythic Plus. Foresight does change our talents. Alright, we'll soon be going Cinderbrew 13. Which is nice, because that's one of the keys I need the most. And after that, I only need 2 more 13s, and that'll be Priori, which I don't look forward to, and Theater, which actually should be pretty straightforward. Hopefully we get a Theater 13 after this. And then I'll have all the 13s done, and yeah. Can you link M Plus talent with Foresight? Can't find it in Icy Veins. I mean, it's the build on Icy Veins, and then look at the bolded text above it that tells you what to do with 4-piece. Think they'll ever make DR not suck? I mean, they've done it before, so I don't see why not. What's best gems to use for Circlet Ring? The ones from the guide, Stormbringer, Fathom Dweller, Windsinger. I'm glad you find the guides useful, Rexus. Hey, what's up, what's up? I'm surprised they didn't do any tuning this time around for classes. I think the Race the World First is such a big event that they don't want to fuck with it too much. So that's probably why tuning is being delayed. That's my guess. But I don't actually know. Is the Mechanical still high up in the list? I haven't re-simmed everything after the nerf. It's kind of low on my priority list because people should just sim themselves and biz lists are irrelevant. And I just have many other obligations to do before running Trinket biz sims. Imagine prepping all those mains for last boss push. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why they're not fucking with it too much. I suspect they'll nerf Windwalker after. I would be surprised if they don't buff survival a bit. Can you explain why a Hunter doesn't use D-Slice but other classes do? It's not a class-specific thing, really. I mean, it's just that it's complicated. I mean, It's just that MDT sim is just better than D-Slice in almost every way. If your APL is reasonably set up for it. Other classes, they don't set up for it. They very easily could because it's not that hard, but they just choose not to because getting change implemented with no real powerful incentive just not a thing. It doesn't help that almost none of the other class theory crafters are like pushing Mythic Plus and like really deep digging that stuff, so it just doesn't come up in those communities. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words, Hearth and the Prime. You guys create a better APL in Raidbots for Hunter. It's not even about the APL being better. It's just that you need a few things added to the APL to make sure that it's not completely cooked for MDT sims. Yeah. Shadow Priest is really good about using MDT sim. But all that said, I mean, honestly, I'm sort of the persuasion that the best way to sim for Mythic Plus generally is, like, if you are okay with not having a single do-everything sim, just running, like, multiple sims on different target counts and then doing, like, optimizing across those results. That's how I come up with the build in the guide. Why do you play BM and not MM in Mythic Plus? Because BM is better for this key. What did you get in your vault, sir? I got, Mythic tier gloves. Not awful, because it's long-term biz, but it's not great either. Do you have a list anywhere that shows which keys are better for MM versus BM? The thing is, like, it's not like it's an objective, like, the confidence in the data is not that great, so I'm not really feeling ready to put out a whole, like, this is what you should play in every key. But my knowledge is growing day by day, and so, yeah. And it's also route dependent. I mean, Motherload, if you can do like 4 mil overall with BM, the way I see it is like, if you're not going to be doing well, and even that is going to be an outdated rule of thumb because we're getting way more gear and everyone's going to be doing 4 mil overall soon. But right now, today, if you're not going to be doing like close to 4 mil overall in a key, then you should just play MM for it. At some point, yeah, Clockwork. But as I just said, like I just don't really think most people should. I think people should just run multiple sims for Mythic Plus instead of trying to use one single one. Are we going to see 25 million DPS in the first pull? Let's find out. Let's see if my pets die. I have no idea what's causing all of these nameplates to be all, yeah. Is this intended? Well, this is not an ideal start. How the fuck did that happen? That Empyrean, I don't get what just happened. How did the boss pull? Like, how did that happen? I don't understand. Well, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. Clockwork, thank you so much for the prime. Is there an optimal way to spend our ruined and gilded crests? I mean, yes, but it's not the same for every character. Do you still play the Island Ring? Yeah. Can't really replace it in Mythic Plus. So with what eye level I should do overall 4 mil? I mean 650 something, I don't know. I mean it doesn't make sense to say you should do X because it depends on routing and comp and everything, but yeah, this one is dead, so let's go Priority instead. Priority 13, totally doable. Yeah, I'm always gonna assume 4 piece, cause yeah. The burst on that pack wasn't so good, but I think I just got better on G. You still got Circlet on, Big Dog? Yeah, I mean, you basically can't replace Circlet in Mythic Plus. Well, here's the thing. Circlet will always have around 100 more secondary stats than other 658 eye level rings. So, in a perfectly optimized setups where you have all the secondaries dialed in perfectly, Signet is pretty much... Circlet is pretty much always better. How big is Foresight in AoE for BM? It's pretty big, like some amount of percent. Does this look good? I mean, it looks good, but it's way too big. What sim settings do you use to sim AoE? I mean, I never sim just AoE, because there's no content that's just AoE. For Mythic Plus, I combine 1 target and 6 target sims for the most part. Do you trust sims for Circlet? There is absolutely no reason not to trust sims for Circlet. If anyone is telling you not to trust Circlet sims, you should unsubscribe from them, because they're idiots who don't know anything. Wow, I went hard on that. 200% auto shot is big, right? Absolutely fucking not. What add-on has you party frames like that? These party frames, Austinizer, that's just my LVI setup. Is there a faster way to priority than this, by the way? Because I'm just flying manually because we don't have a portal. What's better for MM with 2 Ps? Sentinel or Dark Ranger? Dark Ranger is a completely dead hero talent. Dawnbreaker portal. Yeah, but aren't they all on cooldown? Yeah, they're all gonna be on cooldown, right? I already have the priority portal. I'm just talking about, like, is there a faster way to get there if you don't have a portal? Is it easy to change class colored uniframes and party frames with your UI? I think I can do it in less than 30 seconds. And... player... No. No, I'll need a bit more time than that. What is it? Colors. Health. Class health. Done. GG. Then you might change some of the other settings, like, yeah. But yeah, basically takes 10 seconds. Is Dungeon Slice a good simming option for M+? If you're really extremely lazy and you don't mind suboptimal, slightly suboptimal results, then it's okay. I think Hunter's Mark sometimes procs the 2-set barb shot. Do you know if this is true? It can if you're in combat, yes. Would you say roulette wheel over faded champion is the kind of same? It's kind of same. It's just shuffling secondaries around that don't really make a meaningful difference. Should I use my 1 catalyst now to make my 2-set or wait until after we run the raid this week to see if pieces drop? Short-term gain versus long-term gain, it's up to you. Sanish, thank you for the prime. Can you beat this red in overall, please? So far we are 1 for 1. I think in this key I should be able to beat him. But let's see. He is extremely geared. Okay, yeah, he's got a 678 eye level weapon and 61 eye level overall. Yeah. It's doable, but it's gonna be quite difficult. Because, like, he's literally got 20 weapon eye levels on me. Get anything good from your vault? Nah, I got a Mythic track tier gloves. And then plus, with BM, how should we do the prior when we're flooded with barb shots? You just follow the standard rotation from the guide. It doesn't matter if you're getting flooded with anything. Just if you know your priority, it doesn't matter what happens. You know exactly what to press. What's the best way to farm Mechanical Core Amplifier? Do Bountiful Delves for a week, or however many you can, I suppose. And once a week, you can use that weird fucking item for undercoins to get a hero track piece from a delve, and you hope that's a mechanical core, I guess. And other than that, you just fill out your delve vault. An easy way to change the bounce to a glow on the BS helper? Just go to actions, and you can change how it works and how it looks. Or if you mean convert it into like a glow wig, or like I have, that's a slightly complicated arcade TMX. Hello, Bennoman. What do you use to remove the backdrop of chat bubbles in instances? I use this. It's like these files you put in the interface folder, and that basically reskins them to be transparent. It's a little bit cumbersome.
Captain Dale Cry is protecting something.
Pet damage scales with your weapon damage, Phaseronix, that's why. What you get in your vault? Mythic track tier gloves. Tudor Pooter, thank you so much for the sub. Crafted weapon or upgrade tournament arc normal bow to max. Normal? You shouldn't upgrade anything from normal, ideally. Well, unless you're using carved, then it's fine. A cool thing for the sub. Alright, priority 13. I think we have a few goes at this, so I think we should be able to do it. It's one of the only 3 more 13s that I need. Yeah. First pull, obviously big. Let's see how we do.
3, 2, 1.
Sebanse, thank you so much for the sub. We've almost broken 800 subs, by the way, everyone. So thank you so much for that. That's like some of the highest that I've ever had in my whole like 10 years of doing this stuff. I think we reached like 800 around Shadowlands at some point, but that's the last time. Podrose Jr., thank you so much for the prime. Someone please remind me after this key, good or bad, to sort out nameplate glow. Because there's something fucked with my nameplates and it's really screwing with me. Not sure if I should be sending CDs here. Feels bad. Given how dangerous some of these pulls are, so I don't want to do it.
Your training grounds fall to the intruders.
We're getting a mini boss in, aren't we? Yeah, let's send our mini boss like this. Being able to dwarf that bleed is so juicy. I love it. There are no lynxes here, it's the mini boss that's doing the jumping Sif. Nah, it's bleeding out. 2 stacks. No dwarf. Oh, it should just be in melee. Okay, that's kind of clowning then. Oh. Oh, there goes the tank. Oh, it stood up too soon.
Your
No.
survival wasn't necessary.
I've seen things that would scare you shellless.
Interrupt.
Sage. Nameplate glow, thank you for the reminder. Yeah, there's one of these that's completely fucked and it's driving me insane, so let's see. exciting. Alright. Is that part of your custom UI for Patreons, the nameplates? Yes, it is. But it's also for Twitch subs, I should say. Let's see, what are we doing? Firstly, I gotta sort out this stuff. Might have to actually go into the dungeon and test it. In AoE, do we prioritize Barb Shot to deal more damage? No. Barb Shot does not deal more damage.
To contemplate the mysteries of Beladar. But of late, the devotees have become secretive, hostile. The god sought to kill you. Captain Dale Cry is protecting something.
Why is it not happening now?
Each of his lieutenants bolsters his tactics.
How weird.
Draw them away and defeat them.
Is BM the better spec 5 plus with 4 piece, or does it just depend on the dungeon? It depends on the dungeon. Do you think MM is close to BM at all? I mean, it's better in some keys, Lem. And it's not that far off in the other keys. I can't quite pronounce your name, Amigao, but you should just sim yourself for trinkets. Hey, Metal Monologues. So, when using the talent that cleaves kill shot, you don't use that talent. Do you need to have trick shots up? No. Oh, sorry. I mean... well, you don't use that talent in Mythic Plus. I guess you do use it in some raid AoE scenarios, though. I have no idea why I am having that weird glow on nameplates. I think that was the problem. Let's see. What can we gain some IO from? It's really 13s we need. We need the remaining 13s. Priori, Theater, and Cinder Brew. A 13 Theater for MM, that would be fun. But I don't see any up. BM and MM have very different stats, right? Somewhat. I mean, they both like crit, so that's a good start. I mean, if we want IO, there's just not that much more left. Like, we've reached sort of the end of the line in terms of pugging more IO, it feels like. Because I don't need any of these keys for IO, so what do I do? Do I go delve until it's... There was another thing I wanted to sort, actually, that maybe we could sort. My Barb Shot Helper weak aura is having some false positives that I could fix. Gotta do it eventually, so might as well just do it now on stream. Like, why does it proc there? Why does that happen? I guess it technically is closer than kill command to 2 charges. I suppose it's correct technically. Yeah, technically it's correct actually. Can you explain the logic around the barb shot conditions now, especially the one around Howl of the Pack Leader proc? Well, if I press kill command now that I have a Howl of the Pack Leader, it gives me back 10 seconds of barb shot CDR. So that means if I'm capped on my barb shots, when that happens, I just waste it. Whereas if I, I use Beastly Wrath, then barb shot, then kill command, and then I go back to 2 charges and barb shot, and that way I'm not charge capping on anything. That's really all it's about, press Jesus. It's because of this talent right here. Summoning a beast reduces the cooldown of barb shot by 10 seconds. What 678 weapon was that Paladin using? I guess some pole arm he got in his vault. It was not a crafted weapon, he got it in his vault and then fully upgraded it. But that makes PM a lot harder to play. I don't know about that, it's not that hard. I thought you were a goblin, but you're a dwarf. I've never been goblin. Last time my hunter was goblin was Cataclysm. Some people were exploiting a second spark. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, there's no more keys for us to gain IO from. And doing 10s makes me want to die, so what do? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me sim to see if there's anything I could farm for MM that would be a small upgrade. And then we go do that and we play some MM keys for weekly. That's what I'm gonna do. But I have to sim it first. Running that sim. We'll still check if there's any, like a Theater 13 would make my day. Because basically because MM is just so much more fun in keys. So I'll take any key where MM is better. But also because I need it for to get all the 13s done for the whole resilient thing, so I can't deplete below that. It's a gamble King Pekin. And I cannot provide gambling advice. Because it depends if you get the mythic weapon from second boss. Do you plan on releasing a new MDT sim route? Yes, but it's very low prior because I honestly don't think that it's that useful. What about Wild Quiver for MM Mythic Plus? It's just too much of an AoE loss. You can't really run 2-minute sims for Mythic Plus. There have been some APL improvements lately though, so I'll probably have to rerun MM talents, but yeah. Windrunner Quiver is a huge DPS loss on AoE. Cause like, what talents are you gonna sacrifice? I assume you mean Windrunner's Quiver, by the way. What can I open my talents there? I don't see how that can seem higher for single target, for AoE. To turn off the Akiri special, I do, because it's annoying when it slows one mob out of many. Fix nameplates, I think I've done so. We'll see in the next key if I've done it successfully. I'm just running a sim now to decide what key I might go farm. Because I still need, what, 3 more for weekly? Yeah, 3 more. And then I gotta do my delves, and then I gotta do time walking, and then I can log off and raid log. Had to AFK. Did you determine your BS helper was actually fine? Yes, I did. It just feels weird. I might change how it works a bit to make it feel less weird, but technically I can't deny it's correct. Because it's constantly checking if Barb Shot is closer to being on 2 charges than Kill Command is. And after literally almost every Kill Command, that's going to be the case, right? They fixed that with the reset Bila. Well, unless you're still getting it, in which case I guess they didn't fix it. With 4 Ps, when you cast Beast of the Wrath, you get a Barb stack, but does it apply the Frenzy Dot on the boss? Yes. The Frenzy Dot is on your pet, but first of all, I should just be a little bit pedantic here just to make sure we're all on the same page. Frenzy is not a dot, it's a buff on your pet. Barb Shot is a dot and it's on the boss. And it applies that. Should we spend Gilded on a heroic weapon? That depends what else is available to you. I'm not going to. Because, you know, I'm hoping for the second boss, Mythic, to drop me a weapon. And to send all my Gildeds on that. That's basically what I'm holding out hope for. Hi Bleep, thank you for the kind words. Do you think there's any hope of Survival getting a buff? Yeah, I think, you know, if Blizzard know what they're doing, they'll probably buff Survival. EU servers up? Yeah, they've been up for like 10 hours. Does the Jackpot BS reduce the cooldown of Beast of the Wrath too? Yes. I believe, now forgotten. I'm confused, I can't log in. That's weird, maybe some servers are down. I can't preclude the possibility. How strange. Why would you only do maintenance on NA? Bro. How would I know? One question. In 2Ps on MM, did it mean only auto attacks or something else? No, it's just auto attacks. Yes. It really is that bad. I know it's hard to believe. You're like, oh, I mean, they say auto shots, but surely they mean, you know, general attack speed. No. It's just auto attacks. That's what it is. Can we still craft S1 636 gear? No. Is the answer to that. I'm sorry if I offended you, Senrucho. I did not intend to. I should resim MM because I'm getting some weird results here. So let's just pull up. my browser here and do a quick sim on that. All this is reasonable. Guess I should include this. So happy with my vault. Got Mythic keys as gun. Damn, Daniel. Damn, literally damn, Daniel. Yeah, congrats on that. That's very good. What add-on is that for your LFG? It's called Pre-Made Group Finder. Quite neat. I like it. Do you like the new dungeons? Yeah, there's pretty much none of the new dungeons that I dislike. I probably have less fun in Priority than the others, which I didn't expect, because going in, that was the one I was most keen on. I've been experimenting with my own M+ build for MM that heavily focuses on explosive shot to go with the theme of the tier set. It has been giving me pretty good results even in single target. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, but in either way I'm glad you're having fun. That's wild. I love Priority. I don't know. On high keys, it just feels like you just die from breathing. What evidence do you need? Sims mainly. Or if not Sims, then evidence that the Sims that we currently have are wrong. Have you tried simming with other weapon enchants? Yes. Stormriders is simming higher for me and a few others now. I mean, that's what I'm using. But what if the APL is not supporting the playstyle? Then you change the APL so that it does. Do you get recognized in pugs? Yeah. I don't know how to say that without sounding arrogant, but I mean, that's just the answer to the question. I'm recognized by at least one person in like 90% of the pugs I join. I don't know how to change the APL. Well, what would change would you want to make? First of all. Like, for example, like the guide, a rotation is just based on the APL Dillion. So you know what that rotation is. So what would you change about that to support your playstyle? I feel like most non-hunters I know are familiar with the name. Yes, for better or for worse. I have had my fair share of lapses of judgment over the years. But, you know, we keep on improving ourselves. I was gonna say mostly worse, but I left it out to be nice. That's okay. Still no Theater 13 for us to join. What's your average overall with MM in like Meadery 10? I would never play MM in Meadery. Well, okay, before I got 2-piece, we can just check, right? Because I log all my keys specifically for this. You're 4-piece. Okay, well, before 4-piece in Meadery... Okay, I literally only have a single logged run, and it's from literally day one of the pet. I did... My very first Meadery ever, I did 2.6. Which is pretty bad. That was with Season 1 gear 639 eye level. Yeah. I haven't done it as MM otherwise, because it's... Yeah. But, you know, an eye level is worth roughly 1%, so... And 4-piece is worth... I don't know exactly, no, but... Like, this would probably have been... 3 point some... I want to say 3.4 with 4 piece and everything. What are you doing, Dillian? Well, the thing is, Dillian, like, you can just have someone else do it for you if you just tell them what you want to change about the rotation to suit your playstyle. And then we can see if your build is better. Because if, you know, if your build is better, then I'd like to know. I'm just skeptical because there's no evidence so far. Recording keys is not evidence either. I also think that perhaps the APL is not taking into account certain interactions. I mean, that's a claim that you can make, and maybe it's true, but you have to prove it, right? Claims require evidence. First pull of Meteor and BM is very satisfying. That's true, yeah. But also, Dillian, you know what the APL is, not just what an APL is, the concept, but you know the APL because it's the one rotation from the guide, which you presumably know, right? So you would know what it's not taking into account, right? Oh, here's a 13 theater. Let's sign up to it. Okay, interestingly, after this long sim, the mastery crit ring is simming higher than the crit mastery one. So... yeah. I guess I've actually reached the point of too much crit on my MM Hunter setup right now. Very interesting. We got invited to the Theater 13. It's not a super juicy tank. His best is an 11, but we'll give it a try. Why not? Why sim 6 targets of 5 minutes? 6 targets is just like... I mean, it's sort of arbitrarily picked. You can pick 5 or 7, it's not really gonna make a difference. 6 is where basically all of the... every AoE mechanic for all hunter specs is within peak efficiency at 6 targets. If you go, yeah. It's the highest that is still within peak efficiency. So that's why I like it for general stuff. But you know, I mean, if you wanted to run an even more granular sim, you can just run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 targets. All combined. But, you know, there's only so much time in a day. So the sims are telling me not to use Cersei Circlet for BM. Do I trust them? If you've set the sims up properly, then you can trust what they have to say about Circlet. My pleasure, Dr. Beer. Sorry, we gotta purchase a few things. Well, my guy doesn't really have an opinion on whether your character should use Circlet or not. Hey Fanoop, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream as well, Yiva. I'm hearing that BM is bugged in time walking. My guildie just pinged me and said, BM might be a bit bugged in time walking. Have you done it yet? Trying MM on Mythic Plus? I mean, I don't know if this group will ever fill. But we'll see. If we do end up doing a theater, I will play it, yeah. What do I need? That's the full ruby. What I actually want is deadly onyx.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Do you have foresight? Yes, I do. And is that when you want super high crit? MM always wants super high crit. It's like its thing. It's one of the most universal things in the realm of gearing, is that MM likes crit. But I have reached the point where my character wants more mastery than crit now, because I just have so much crit, I guess. So we're balancing it out a little bit. Why did I buy Devotion? Dude, my brain just went in freaking Dragonflight mode there for a moment. I just assumed you played BM since all the other hunters do it. I play whatever spec is best for the dungeon, and in this dungeon, Theater of Pain, MM is clearly better than BM. Hey, so just wanted to thank you for years of making me play and become a better hunter. Sadly, due to IRL decisions, I retired from playing WoW entirely, parenting life, etc. Thank you so much for the kind words, Savian. Your name has been in my chat for many, many years. You know, I hope you find joy and happiness outside of WoW, and it's been a pleasure being of service. Is that the case even with no set? With no set, you just play MM in every dungeon. One interaction that I've not been trying to maximize that is not explicitly stated in the API is when I volley. I try to target the ads that get salvo explosive shots and pop them with the 25% ink damage talent. I'm like 90% sure that that's irrelevant because your trick-shotted aim shot will hit them and trigger them. So I think that's an interaction that just doesn't exist. But I could be wrong about that. But I don't think so. But it could be. But I don't think so. Okay, the group is gradually filling. I think 13 will be really rough. I don't think we're gonna time, but we're gonna give it a go. I could use a Masterful Sapphire and a Deadly Onyx.
Ancient to trade needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
So trick shot and aim shots are not the main shot will proc precise detonation. I believe so with 90% certainty. How good is a 678 Mythic bow against 665? I mean, it's a completely different universe, same uni. And yeah, very easy to check it, so we can check it in a moment. What dungeons would you say MM is to play over BM? Theater of Pain, Rookery, and possibly Floodgate or Motherlode depending on the route. Did you put the correct enchant? I did put the correct one. I bought the right one. But thank you for looking out. Amorphic relic seems really strong for me. I think they may have changed the sim implementation then, because last I checked it was the worst trinket in the entire game. So yeah, I mean, I'll have to resim it. Let me see if I can find anything in the recent... Comet. 8th of January, there hasn't been anything since, so I don't know. If I have 2 pieces on new set, should I just 2 plus 2 and go BM? BM in Mythic Plus is not super hard without 4 piece. It makes quite a big difference. Relic was buffed like 100% plus. Oh yeah, I mean that will do it, right? Oh. Damn, apparently Now was signed up to our group for like a second, but then he signed off. Is it worth to beast cleave on 2 targets? Yes. Yeah, okay. I'll have to rerun all my Trinket sims then with the relic thing. Fatal Wombat, thank you for the prime. When you're fixing Blood Mallet, whenever I can be bothered, basically. It's very, very low on my priority list. Because I don't care about Blood Mallet, and neither should you. But I'll do it because people want me to. But it is absolutely not a priority, or something I consider myself obligated to do. Why shouldn't I? The better question is, why should you? What's it useful for? Is the reason you swap MM and BM in dungeons depending on how much trash there is to clear in the pulls you do with that group? BM likes single target, 2 target, and prolonged big pulls. MM likes any AoE from 3 to 12 targets, but it's terrible at 1 and 2 target. Alright, it seems this key is actually getting underway. 13 Theater, let's play some MM and have a fun time. The real question is, why is survival not in the conversation? Survival is just not good this season. They nerfed the crap out of it without realizing, and now it's useless. So blame Blizzard for that one. I'm just a messenger. Wanna do Flood? Need gun traders. You asking me to come trade you a gun? Nah, I'm playing right now. Where are we supposed to go? Theater. Why is MM great in TOP? Because almost all of the pulls are medium size and relatively bursty, and they're big priority targets, and yeah, that's it. First boss is insane for MM. It's such a good MM boss. It'll be great. Yeah. I'm big support, so I thought you would support me when I need, brother. I mean, like, if I was gonna join someone's key to trade them loot, maybe it would be someone who subbed. Like, if I was gonna do that, which, you know, I'm probably just not gonna do in the middle of a stream, but yeah. I don't know. Entitlement is weird. NA maintenance was extended for now. I blame EU, bros. Totally. Odivit, thank you so much for the prime. Here was an unsubbed viewer expecting you to come and cook me dinner, but no. Yeah, I mean, that's a tier 3 sub thing. Then I'll come cook you dinner. Not actually. I should purchase a few more health pots. You were saying something about Circlet earlier, not being in a BM guide. I missed it. Anything important? No. All I was saying, that was like a very contextual thing I was saying. What was it called? All I was saying is that, like, my guide cannot sim for you whether you should use Circlet right now or not. Ace, I'm pulling up with the Smurple. Oh, now I want Smurple, dude. talents, please. Here you go. Okay. Savion, thank you so much for your sub. Your 10th month of it. MM 2 target rotation. Multi-shot or arcane to spend precise. A multi-shot on 2 targets, MM, you both cast the explosive shot on cooldown and try to pop them with a precise detonation. And you multi-shot instead of arcane.
Five, four, three, two.
Okay. Yeah. Let's play World of Warcraft. It's this game we all have in common, right?
Welcome, one and all, to the theater of pain. It seems the
Oof, that was scary.
think they can compete with the best combatants in all of Maldraxxus. I'll believe it when I see it. Either way, this is entertaining.
Dispel.
Cheater down.
Dispel. Interrupt. Interrupt. Spread. Interrupt. Dodge. Dodge. Interrupt.
Disappointment.
I also found out the hard way that this frontal doesn't have a range limit. Don't worry about it.
How unexpected! It seems our little pups have some fight after all. Now
Because that's how you play optimally, Jason. You only use explosive shot when you have a lock and load proc. Okay, we're going this way. Kinda wasted my movement here.
Mortal lives are so fleeting, so fragile.
Ooh, this is rough.
Two. Next.
Oh my god.
Three, two, one.
Because you double dip on a precision detonation that way, Jason.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Dispel. Dispel. Interrupt. Interrupt. 3, 2, 1. Interrupt. 3, 2, interrupt. 1.
We don't understand hard words from you. Fair enough, but I did write a guide with everything I just said laid out as well. But I can explain it in more detail after the key.
Dispel. Mix. Dispel.
Can we get these stacked up, please? Like, fuck.
Dispel.
So much 2-target on this pack. Very sad. No more 2-target. Pull it into the... I'm getting upset now.
Dispel. Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
Your souls are mine to claim.
4. 3, 2, 1. Step.
Oh, I get a lock and load proc at the same time. Oh my god, that is actually sex. What the fuck? I make no apologies for my statements. I said exactly what I meant and I stand by it. I will not equivocate on my opinion.
1. Stack.
Come on, give me another lock and load proc. Oh my god, what the f- This is scripted!
4. Interrupt. Three, two, one. Stack.
Ah, the script is over.
4.
And by the way, we just confirmed that it does work the way I assumed with trick shots, explosives. Trick shots, aim shots, triggering precise detonation from explosive shots. Because I just tested it there. Oh, fuck. I missed that.
Spread. Three, two, one. Stack. Interrupt.
Seb XD and Mad Cryer, thanks so much for primes.
Our challengers have passed the first trial, but they're still a long way from the title! Look what we have here! Fresh meat!
Come on, give me a proc. Lock and load, please. Oh, there it is. Came a little bit late, but still pretty juicy. I did cost the group a BL there, though. Kind of cringe.
Interrupt.
I was too busy yapping. Okay, we gotta stack way more up so I don't lose so much cleave. I say as I stand out. Can we make it? Okay, I'm through. We all through. Let me auto mark. Kick the star. And there we go.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt.
There goes the healer, no res. GG. These healers died so much, man. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't exactly helping. I mean, I guess I can live the whole fight if I just never stop moving, right? So I just never ever cast aim shot and we Gucci. Oh. Yeah, nah. That sucks. Well, workshop is definitely a BM dungeon just because there's so much single target. Oh well. We gave it the good old college try. What is Corsace DB add-on missing? That means you're missing the Corsace DB add-on. It takes care of updates for the Corsace Vigor pack. How are you managing your secondary stats when juggling between MM and BM? Well, let's see. The only thing that changed literally a ring and my cloak. And just with those two things, you can get quite a bit done. I mean, this is not a great, but it's a decent BM setup stat-wise, and this is a great MM setup stat-wise. Is there no Trinket Vigor pack? It's built into the Vigor pack for hunters. You think MM or BM is better in keys? I think it depends on the dungeon. I just played a dungeon where MM is clearly better, but in other keys I played BM. Will you add these to the compendium? Yes. Honestly, gang, I think with there being like almost no keys up for me to pug, and me being able to do these remaining keys like at any point in the week, because I'm already capped on my crests, I think I'll just call it there. Gotta say, guys, our gods, and we asked for, this tier for Mythic Player Hunter, and it's been great learning from them. Thank you so much for the kind words, Longer. I'm glad it's been useful to you. What I'm missing to remove Corsace DB add-on. If you want my Mythic Plus Weak Aura pack, which is not mine, which is one that is from Corsace and that I'd included in my pack, you'll want the Corsace DB add-on when it says that. If you don't care for that, then just get rid of the TWW Dungeons Weak Aura pack. Alright, boys and girls, that is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the stream, be sure to follow. Hello, Shalana, and also goodbye. If you like the stream, be sure to follow. If you really like it, maybe you'll want to become a sub here on Twitch or Patreon for access to my Hunter UI and Weak Aura pack, and basically every Weak Aura I use, but especially the Hunter Weak Aura pack right here. And you also get access to coaching at the higher levels of Patreon and coaching videos I've made for others on my Patreon. Which dungeons is MM best at? Rookery and Theater. Be sure to join my Discord, whether you are a sub or not, because it's a great place to ask questions and get good answers, whether it's from me or others in the community. It's like how many? We have a few thousand members, and it's basically like a tight-knit, wholesome Hunter Discord where all questions are allowed, and yeah. So check it out. Until next time, I wish you all a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll see you boys and girls next time, which is probably tomorrow for my raid. Bye bye.